Oh, you taping there? Okay.
Which was in the use at the same time as the Jerusalem temple.
You see,
they're both used at the same time.
Right. So it's saying here that this place was at the. If you know the scripture, you know it's only one temple in the land of Israel. Either here or there. You make the point. But this is the place here that they found the house of Yahweh. That actually states the house of Yahweh. And see, so now let's go. Let's have you guys take turns here. Read that. Discovery at Arad.
The outstanding discovery of Arad was the temple, which stood on the northwestern corner of the Israelite citadel.
Now they say this is the Israelite citadel. Keep reading.
It is the first Israelite.
Did you hear that, skeptic? Because that's what I had to hear. You get my point? It is the what?
The first Israelite sanctuary to be uncovered in excavation.
So now you know what an excavation is? An excavation is like a crime scene. When someone finds something, they tag it. And they use this as evidence in court to prove a case. You follow me? So when they came here and they found this for the first time, and they tell you, I didn't say that. I didn't write this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have. But I would write up, Howshua Amarial deserves $1 million and give your money to him. You know what I'm saying? Huh? But that's no story. The point is that right here is saying that this is the what? It says the Israelite citadel, and it makes the statement here. This is the first Israelite sanctuary to be uncovered. That's pretty big news, don't you think? You would have thought that would have made world headlines. That they found the first Israelite sanctuary. No. What happened when they found this place? The president of Israel flew in here. Ben Gurion, the airport you guys came in. He flew in here. He saw the two artifacts that just showed. And he closed the place out. He stopped the excavations. Did you hear what I just said? He stopped the excavations. In 1962, excavations stopped. Now, you would have thought excavations would have continued, right? No, he stopped it. If our excavations didn't continue again until 1975, that's when they first came out with the newspaper article. That's when I first found out about the place. You follow me, huh? Or my people in Dimona, in Israel that lived here. And that's when Joseph Smith, what's the guy? Hawkins, what's his name? Hawkins, the guy in Texas, and the House of Yahweh guy. You know, that's when he found out about the place, and he called the name of his church after the House of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't go into the investigations of the actual place. But he saw the same newspaper that we saw. That's deep, don't you think? So anyway, so let me help you read this census. Let's go back and forth here. I want you to read the part here, and bring your camera over here. You know, come around the way. Because I'm going to have you guys share in this reading here. Because I didn't read it 1,000 times before. I don't need to read it again. It said from Arad, right there, from Arad. Yeah,
from Arad and 4th century BC. Examples from
the Lachish. Now, so if it depends on how far you guys want to go. Because I can show you this, and I can also show you the quiche to give you a basic understanding too of what's happening. The quiche, keep going.
And Tel Es-Seba, the 10th century BC temple from Arad is the only Israelite.
What?
Is the
10th BC temple is the what?
The only.
The only. That was the key. Hey, skeptic. It doesn't mean you. You know what I'm saying? Is we read the word what? First, and now we're reading the word what? Only. Read.
It is the only Israelite temple to the Hebrew God Yahweh ever recovered in an excavation.
Man, I could have died when I read that. Did you hear me? They saying that that's not just the first, it's the only. And then they get even deeper. To the Hebrew God Yahweh ever recovered in the excavation. Now I don't know what you got. I don't know what you got on your phone, but that looked like Yahweh to me. Did you hear what I'm just saying? That looked like that looked like Yahweh to me. So that means that you at least know how to identify or how the letters look, in Aramaic Hebrew. Is that correct? So now, so they're saying to you, and they're telling you. Let me take you back for a second, because that way you can understand a little better. I'll take you back here to this translation of this artifact. Now, since let's take your phone here, let's put it right there. Now you see where it says House Yahweh. You see right there, that's the same letters that you have right here.
Mhm.
That's the second artifact they found. So this is the first house of Yahweh that they done found in the land of Israel. Now, don't you think this place should be packed?
Yep.
I mean, just off the top of your head, don't you think it should be packed? So the fact that you came up here when you heard that means you understood the significance of it. And you brought your skeptic friend along just to keep you level, just to keep you. Okay, now, let me just go along with my friend just to make sure he ain't freaking out. You know, let me be the guy reasoning here. You know what I'm saying? You know, huh? To make sure that he ain't just freaking out here. You know what I'm saying? So is your husband being justified now a little bit? Is your faith being is it his faith being just? Because he didn't know. He just went by faith. You know what I'm saying? And he dragged his skeptic friend along with him just to make sure that he wasn't losing it. That was a good move. Because he's going to keep you stable. See, you need somebody, because I'm just like him. When I had to see it written. You follow me? I had to add it up. And if it didn't add up, it got to make sense.
If it don't fit,
Does that make sense? So let's continue on. You see, so I want to go back a little bit further with that, and see to understand that they saying this was the now. See, okay, now let's read something else. One more. I think it's your turn. Right.
At Arad was found the first time a king's sanctuary.
A king's sanctuary. So at Arad was found for the first time a king's sanctuary. Now you got to understand this now. Who was the only person that built a sanctuary in their castle? King David. And it's called the Tabernacle of what? David. You see, so it says, for Adonai was found for the first time a king's sanctuary, which what? Keep reading.
Of that type, the like of which was surely to be found at other royal border centers.
You see, so here, that's why we was able to identify this place as the Tabernacle of David. Because he was the only person, you follow me, that was able, that took a tabernacle and created a house of Yahweh in the castle. It said David took the stronghold of Mount Zion and became known as the what? The city of David. And God said, my eyes are upon thy walls day and what? Day and night. So now these are the actual walls. It goes back to David and Solomon's time. Now you would think that if God loved Jerusalem, loved the place, that he would preserve it more than any other place. Wouldn't you think that? See, when you guys went up to the place they called Jerusalem, you saw those walls up there, right? Those were the walls built by the Crusaders and the Moors. They got Arabic written on them. It's telling you who built them. Did you hear what I'm saying? So those don't go back to David and Solomon. It's nothing up there that goes back to David and Solomon's time. That's what all of the archaeologists be fighting over. You saying it's Jerusalem? We ain't found nothing all the time we've been here. You follow? But here, they found everything that they were looking for, but they don't want to tell nobody about it. Why? Because this is a political issue. We gotta get off into that. Huh? So let's just jump down here for a second. Okay. Now let's I think it's your turn, my friend. Come on here. Today,
one Israelite temple. Do you want me to just do the underlined bits, or?
Yeah,
okay,
but you feel comfortable with.
Let's see. Today,
Yeah.
one Israelite temple is known that is contemporary with Solomon's temple.
Now, contemporary means just like, the same. Keep going.
To which it can be usefully compared. The excavated temple is at Arad, which is here, within the royal fortress on the southeastern border of Solomon's kingdom.
Now, they tell you this is Solomon's kingdom. Keep going.
There's no doubt.
There's no what?
There's no doubt.
I want to, the skeptic is reading this now. It's interesting when the skeptic reads something about the Ark. There is no doubt that what?
No doubt that this is an Israelite temple in the full meaning of the word, a house of Yahweh.
House of Yahweh. Wow. Now, I want you guys to understand something. See, I did the same thing you did. When I came across it, I started to do a little research.
Yeah.
You see all of this information here right here? You know,
So where's it? Like, where's it from?
do you
Like
know?
the text that I just heard. Like,
That's what I'm saying. All of this here is from. I went. You know how you got the internet here, but before, when I came across on the internet, right? I went to a place that you guys probably don't know too much about. It's called a library.
we had the index card.
right. You know, it's called the catalog. You know what I'm saying? And I went and I pulled out every book that they had in the library on the ride. Now in Chicago, they have a Prince Extension Library. Come on, huh? So I pulled out every book and I started to make copies. You follow me? Of everything that I came across. You see what I'm saying? That's called research. You get my point? So it was happening here. So I said, wow, I'm just freaking out here. So then, yeah, okay, we got another text here. Hey, since you get down here, read this here. It says, in spite of the difference, in spite of